New Hermes Agent v0.15 update is insane. You're still running just one AI agent at a time. Free update just dropped that makes that look slow. Instruction. Whole team of agents working at once, and it launches faster than it ever has. This is the biggest Hermes update yet. Stick around, I'll show you exactly why. I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, and my whole thing is helping you actually use AI tools, not just collect them and let them sit there. So today I'm going hands-on with the new Hermes Agent v0.15 update. Instead of just reading you a list of features, I want to show you the one shift that matters most in this release, going from a single agent to a whole team of them. We'll cover the faster startup, the instant search, the tighter security, and the rest. But that team part is where this update earns its name. Let me show you. So let's start with the big one. Kanban board inside Hermes just grew into a real multi-agent platform. Quick translation if that sounds like nonsense. Kanban board is just a to-do board, sticky notes that slide from to-do across to done. What's new is this. You drop one big task on that board, and instead of a single agent slowly working through it, Hermes breaks it into smaller jobs and hands them out to a team of agents that all work at the same time. They call this a swarm. There's even a command, Hermes Kanban Swarm, that builds the whole team for you in one go. A leader, a group of workers, and a checker that reviews the work before it's called done. Here's the kind of thing I actually run it on. I gave it one job, build out a week of content to bring new people into the AI profit boardroom. Broke that into pieces all on its own. One agent pulled the topics people keep asking about, another wrote the hooks, another drafted the captions, and the last one lined up the posting order. They all worked at the same time. Time I came back, I had a full week of content ready to pull the right people toward the AI profit boardroom, and it all came from one instruction. That used to be a full day of work for the AI profit boardroom. Now I kick it off and walk away, and you're not flying blind while it runs. The board shows you the main task at the top with the little sub-jobs underneath, and you can see which agent has each one. You can hand a job to a different agent or leave a comment on any task to steer it in a new direction halfway through. There's also a smart move here where you point the small, simple jobs at a lighter model and save your most powerful model for the hard stuff, so you're not wasting your best tools on busy work. Open the running view and you'll see several jobs going at once, all in parallel. Big projects used to crawl because one agent did everything step by step. Now it all happens together. One instruction, a whole team. That's the velocity they're talking about. Now, if you're new here and thinking, hold on, what even is Hermes? Let me back up for a second. Hermes Agent is a free open source AI agent built by Noose Research. It came out earlier this year, and it's not like the tools you might be used to. It's not a coding helper locked inside one app, and it's not just a chat box, your own machine or your own server. Remembers what you teach it, it builds little skills over time, and it gets more capable the longer you run it. You can talk to it from your terminal or through Telegram, Discord, Slack, even WhatsApp. It runs on whatever model you want, and it's free to self-host. That's the foundation. This update just made that foundation a lot stronger. Getting the update is the easy part. You open your terminal and type Hermes Update. That's the whole thing. Pulls in the newest version, swaps in everything new, and you're ready. No reinstall, no mess. If you already have Hermes, you're one line away from all of this. Let's talk about why everything feels snappier now, because they did serious work under the hood. The main file that runs the agent had become a monster, over 16,000 lines of code stuffed into one place. In this update, they cut it down to under 4,000 lines, around 76% smaller, and split the rest into tidy little pieces. The result you'll feel right away is speed. They shaved another full second off the launch. You think of something, you open it, and it's just there, waiting for it to wake up. The next thing that surprised me is the new search. If you've ever had a great conversation with your agent and then couldn't find it again, this one's for you. The old search used to call a model every single time you looked something up, which made it slow, around 90 seconds to dig up a few past chats. They rebuilt it completely. Now it doesn't call a model at all. It's free, and it's about 4,500 times faster. So that 90-second wait is now about 20 milliseconds, basically a blink. A chat you had last week is back in front of you instantly. Quick pause here, because this is exactly where people get stuck and start emailing me. If you want to actually get a swarm like that running, and not just watch me do it on screen, that's what the AI Profit Boardroom is built for. We've got walkthroughs that take you from a fresh install all the way to your first working agent team. Every single week, there are live coaching calls where you can share your screen, and I'll help you sort out whatever's broken on your setup. There's a 30-day roadmap inside the AI Profit Boardroom that gives you a clear next step every day, and a set of prompts made to get your tasks splitting cleanly the first time instead of the fifth. So if this update is making you want to build something, the AI Profit Boardroom is where that build actually happens, with people around you. Links down in the description. Right, back to it. Let's get into the security side, because they made two strong moves. The first is a guard against something called prompt injection. Plain words, that's when someone hides sneaky instructions inside a file, a web page, or a saved note, hoping your agent reads them and does something it shouldn't. Hermes now watches for that trick in a few different places and shuts it down, so your agent is a lot harder to fool. The second move is about your keys. Most people keep all their API keys sitting in a plain text file, which means anyone who opens that file gets the lot. Not ideal. Now, Hermes works with Bitwarden Secrets Manager. Instead of keys scattered around in plain text, you've got one secure vault. Hermes grabs what it needs when it starts up, and if you change a key in the vault, it updates everywhere on its own. One safe place instead of secrets lying all over your computer. Then there's a small touch that feels great day-to-day: notifications. Hermes can now ping you the second a job finishes. It uses a free push service called NTFY, and you don't even need an account to use it. The ping can hit your phone, your watch, or your computer. So you can start a big job, close the laptop, go do something else, and it taps you on the shoulder the moment it's done. And the last big one is skill bundles. A skill in Hermes is just a little add-on that teaches it how to do a specific thing like browse the web. Before, you switch these on one at a time. Now you can group a bunch of them into a bundle and turn them all on with one short command. Made a bundle for my research days, for example. One command switches on the web skill, the writing skill, and the notes skill together. So when I sit down to dig into what new AI Profit Boardroom members are struggling with, everything I need is already on from the first second. I'm not clicking through tools one by one before I can even start helping the AI Profit Boardroom grow. So before we wrap, a few quick tips to get the most out of this. First, run Hermes update before you do anything else, so you're actually on the new version. Second, when you try the swarm, start with a small task and watch how it splits the work, then scale up once you trust it. Third, turn on your notifications early, because once you know it will ping you, you can step away and reclaim a big chunk of your day. And fourth, build one skill bundle for whatever you do most often, because that single habit saves you setup time every session. Here's the short version of everything. Instruction now runs a whole team of agents. It starts faster. It finds your old chats in a blink, guards your keys and blocks sneaky attacks, pings you when work is done, and it keeps growing with you through skill bundles. All of that, and it asks less of you, not more. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 75,000 members who are crushing it with AI. And one honest thing to finish on. The first time you sit down with all this, the board, the swarm, the vault, the bundles, it can feel like a lot at once. People who actually stick with it are the ones who don't try to figure it all out alone. That's the whole reason the AI Profit Boardroom exists. You get the weekly coaching calls, tutorials built around this exact update, a 30-day roadmap so you always know your next step, and prompts you can put to use today. If you're going to build with Hermes, come build alongside people doing the exact same thing. Head to AIProfitBoardroom.com.